Hey guys, Lori here with Sew at Peace. So today I'm going to be doing more of a vlog style video. So it's not going to be a tutorial. You guys are just going to come along with me as I finish up some bow tote bags that I made. So my daughter, she's really into bows. So I decided to make her a mini tote bag. So it's like this. She has it with her, so I can't show you, but it's this size, and all I did was add a small bow to this at the bottom, and she loved it, and I thought it was super adorable. So I decided to make a tote bag collection with the bows. Here's a sample of one that I have done already. So I just need to add a snap closure on it. But I really like this fabric. Oh, I got some lint on here. But I think it turned out super cute, and it just has a pocket inside. So I added the same fabric that's on the exterior to use as the pocket. So anyway, so my daughter and I, we got into the conversation of Coquette. One day, I can't remember when it was, but I've seen it around before, and I've heard the term on reels, I believe. And so I asked her what it was, and she didn't really give me a good explanation. So I took it upon myself to look it up on the internet. And basically what it is, all things feminine. It can be like floral, bows, pastel colors. So a term given by Gen Z, according to the internet. So I think I might call this collection the Coquette collection. I don't know if I should do that or if I should just give it a different name. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do there yet. Anyways, some of them are prepped. So got all the pockets done. I just need to sew all the panels together. So the pockets on the lining and sew the straps on. That brings me to my next topic, is straps. I follow people on YouTube as well that do sewing videos, sewing tutorials, vlogs, whatever. And I noticed that a lot of people don't use interfacing or some type of batting in their straps, which I find kind of odd. So this is a little sample that I have in my book sleeve. It's the little closure. This one is just pre-prepped, and this is 4 layers. So basically what you do is, you take your fabric, fold it in half, and then you fold it in half again, and then fold it a half again, and then, that all gets put together to make the straps. Well, to me, it seems kind of thin. So I don't know if people are okay with that or not. I mean, it is less materials, less work. You don't have to fiddle around with batting. So I'm trying to come up with a better way to do my straps. I do really like these straps that I make. It's just a little bit more time consuming because all it is like the 2 pieces of fabric, and then I put my fusible fleece on here, and then I got to flip this strap, right side out, which the thicker straps helped make it a little bit easier. But if I want to be more productive, then, I'll find a more efficient way to make the straps. What I was thinking about doing or experimenting with is kind of like how I made this, folding it twice and adding my fusible fleece in there. That's how I make my wristlets. So I might try that with the straps and make them, maybe rather than 2 inches wide, I'll do 1.5 inch. I don't really know what people like, but I kind of do like the thicker straps. I think it feels pretty good, and especially with the fusible fleece on here. So I just have to top stitch these straps actually before I attach them to the tote bags. But let me know what you do. How do you make your straps? What do you think about, only the fabric, having the 4 layers? Do you think it feels sufficient, or do you like the idea of having like something more durable? To me, like, this says that it's more durable, higher quality, but I don't know, I could be wrong. So also just wanted to let you guys know that I just started an Etsy account as well. So initially I was a little bit hesitant to start an Etsy account. I wanted to go straight for the Shopify thing because I wanted to do the marketing myself and direct traffic to my site. I also did a lot of research about Etsy, and it seems like their policies or the way they do business has changed in recent years. And a lot of people that have been with Etsy for many years were not as happy with them as they were before. So I decided just to start initially with my own website. I started my business in February of this year, and I haven't been getting quite the exposure that I hoped for or that I would like at this point. So I decided to go ahead and try the Etsy thing and see how it goes. I think I started it a week ago. So we'll see how everything goes with that. I haven't received my first order on there yet. So that'll be a learning curve, processing the orders once they come in, but I am optimistic. So let me know if you guys do ads as well. I also have done just a little bit of research. I need to do more about Etsy ads. So if you have any tips or tricks for me on that, I would greatly appreciate it. One thing that I realized this past week is that most of my fabrics that I have on my shop are going to be limited edition. So the reason that they are limited edition is because I buy most of my fabrics from a local quilt shop. So I do get my lining fabrics from Hobby Lobby. Most of my lining fabrics come from Hobby Lobby, which a lot of them are basics. So they're solid colors or polka dots or whatever. It's going to be something basic that coordinates with whatever project that I'm making. So when I first started the business, I did buy some fabric from Hobby Lobby for the exterior of some of my products. But the way I do my pricing is, I figure out the cost of all my materials. So for the tote bags, for instance, it's going to be my outer fabric, my batting, my lining, my labels, my straps, whether I'm using cotton webbing or making them myself, plus the fusible fleece. It's literally everything, plus my hourly wage. There's different formulas that people use to calculate, 1.5 times all those things plus overhead, or 2.5 times, or 2 times, or 30%, or 40%, whatever your formula is. So I figure out what I think the price of my product should be. And then I do my market research. So I will look on Etsy. That's been a big source of making sure that my pricing is in line with other handmade products similar to what I make. So in doing that, I noticed, for instance, like book sleeves. So you look on Etsy for book sleeves. And a lot of the products that I was seeing on there from different sellers had the fabrics that I've seen at Hobby Lobby or Joann's or, whatever. So I didn't want my shop and my products to be competing with hundreds of other shops that make similar items as mine having the same prints. And, I'm a newer shop, so people are going to go for the shops that have great reviews, right? It's like kind of scary to go buy something from somebody that is new in business. There's a lot of scammers on Etsy or wherever. So you want to make sure that you are going to get what you're paying for. So that was just one thing that I noticed, in doing my research, is that a lot of people have the same print on their products. A lot of people have the same prints on their products, which is not a bad thing. It's just not something that I wanted for my shop. I wanted my shop to have unique products, things that stand out, things that you can't get from somewhere else. Yes, these fabrics are not designed by me, but the chances are less that you're going to find 100 other tote bags with the same print, or 100 other makeup bags with the same prints that I use. So that's just something that is important to me. Recently, when I went to my local quilt shop, I was talking to them about the fabrics and, do you reorder the prints when you run out? Because there was one that I really liked and I went back to go get more. And the last time I had been there was only like a week or two before, and the bolt was full and it was a new bolt of fabric. And I go back and it's gone. And I'm so sad. So, of course I ask if they're going to get it back. And she's like, well, most of the time we don't order it we don't order the same bolt again or same print. Unfortunately, the chances are high that I may not be able to restock a certain item. So if you see something on my shop that you like, I encourage you to get it because I don't know if I'll be able to restock that item. But my goal is, again, just to bring you guys the most unique handmade products that I can. And I, hope you appreciate the items that I make. And I try to get a lot of fun and colorful prints because that's what I like. And, I am trying to get things that are a little more dainty or feminine or things that people ask for. For instance, this cherry print. So I have had a couple people ask me for cherry print. So I got this one, which is super cute. It's like I think it's like a sherbet orange with cherries. So it's a little different than your normal cherry print. Your normal cherry print's going to be, white with the cherries. That's just the most common thing that I've seen. So anyways, let's get started on these tote bags. All right, we're going to be sewing all of our straps. So one thing too that I forgot to mention with purchasing your fabrics from a big box store is one of my prints, for instance, the cactus print. Everybody loves that fabric, but the people that sew have come up to me. This has happened numerous times where they're like, oh, that's the fabric that we made, that we used on this or that, or that's the fabric, that I have, whatever. Anyways, it's very popular. Everybody's heard of it, which I might restock that one only because it is super popular. Hey guys, so I finished all the tote bags. I'm going to make some matching wallets to go with the bags. So I'll show you guys all the bags once we're done. I'm going to show you this one for now. This is one of the completed bags. So it just has a little bow, a little plastic snap closure, and it has a pocket on the inside. So the pocket matches the exterior on this bag. And so here I cut out off camera all of my wallets. So I did only buy a yard of each print. So I'm just going to do one wallet for now because I only have enough fabric for the one wallet unless I want to cut into the other half of the yard. But I kind of wanted to see how the bags do. So if I pre-cut it, I won't be able to use it for something else. So I will get started on these and finish up tomorrow. I have to go get dinner prepared. Hey guys, I am all done with the tote bags finally. I also made some wallets to go with every tote bag. Some of them I already had because I had some fabric already in my stash pile, like this one. I'm actually all out of this fabric now, but I did have some wallets that I had made previously for some markets. So this one is just gray with black hearts and it has some black handles. And here is the matching wallet. So I'm trying to decide if I should sell these as a bundle or if I should sell them individually. But I think they turned out super cute. The reason why I'm thinking about doing it individually is because a lot of my fabrics are limited edition, like I said. So if somebody wants the matching wallet, it may sell out before they're able to get it the time that they're purchasing the tote bag, and they'll be disappointed if they can't get the wallet. So let me know what you think about that. Or actually, this will probably be posted after they go up on my website. So here's another bag. This one is just a like light pink with a floral. And this is the matching wallet. So super cute. And here is another one. So this is that super fun looking vintage print. It has a little rose and a heart on the stripes going down. If you are a sewer and you purchase fabrics, sometimes, I'll see a fabric and I'll be super excited about it, and that's going to look so cute, and then I'll get some other fabric. Well, this one is one of those ones that I was kind of like on the fence about. It's cute, it has potential, um, not really sure what the end result's going to be. Well, I ended up loving this one the most. I think it's super cute. I don't know if you can relate to that or not, but this has happened to me before where I think another print is going to be my favorite and it ends up being one that I did not expect. But this one I am super obsessed with. So this one has a pocket is matching to the exterior. And all of these bags all have pockets. So they all have one pocket on the inside. This is the matching wallet for this one. And this one is like a purple and blue floral. It just has really tiny flowers. And for this one, I did a matching blue interior. So the blue matches the blue on the petals here. I decided to go with a more neutral color for the straps. And there's the wallet for that one. And this one, I still love this fabric. I have other products with this print. I do have a couple yards left, I think, of this print. So trying to use it up. I think it's super cute. It just has like little polka dots and apples. Just a fun print. And here's the matching wallet to go with this one. And here is another one. So this one I didn't show in the video either. This is super fun, like lavender color with green vines. They almost look like little watermelons, but they're like little circles, but they have like little blue veining in it. Or I don't know if it's quite blue. It might be like a periwinkle color. But I think it is super cute. And this one has a green bow. And then in the inside, I just did all green. And then there's the matching wallet. This is like a green. I don't know how to describe the green. Maybe like a beige green, mint green, something along those lines. So this print is exactly like the pink floral, except this is in the color green. So this one has the green floral pocket, and it has the little wallet, matching wallet that you can purchase or do the bundle. Still not sure what I'm going to do. I love that one as well. This one is the one that I thought was going to be my favorite, but ended up being the rose and heart one. But I still love this one. It's super cute. It kind of reminds me of like hippie-ish prints. So this one, I did the neutral strap as well. And then on the interior, I did this kind of like a geometric diamond print, and it has the floral pocket. And here's the wallet that matches the purse or the tote bag. You can use it as a purse if you'd like. All right, I'm not really sure what the difference is. Some people use totes for purses, and then some people use totes for, I don't know, everyday things, maybe going to work. I know when I worked in an office, I carried my purse plus the tote bag. So the purse is nice to have. So when you go out to lunch, run errands, whatever, while you're at work, you just have your purse, and then, your tote bag, you carry your essentials in there, like I don't know, I was a notary public, so I would carry my notary stuff in there or whatever it is that I needed to take with me to work that day. So here's another print that I have. So this one is a fabric that I used on my patchwork tote bag, if you saw that. So they're kind of like mini florals. I don't know if you would call it that, but there's like 3 little petals, which would be an unusual flower, but to me it kind of still looks like a flower. So I like this one a lot as well. It's super cute and just kind of simple-ish. And here is the matching wallet. And this blue color is super pretty as well. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's super pretty. And the inside of this one just has the pocket that matches the lining. Here is the cherry print. So cherry print is pretty popular. This one I like a lot because it's, you know, I think I said it earlier in the video, but it's not like a typical white background on the cherry print. It's like this orange sherbet color. It's super cute. So on this one, I just did a green snap button because it matches the leaves on the cherries. And I did a gingham, red and white gingham interior. And also here's the matching wallet. On all of these, the interior of the wallet matches the lining that I used on the tote bags. So this one just has the red and white gingham. And I did put the D-ring on here. I didn't have enough fabric to make the wristlets. I'm going back and forth about what to do with the wristlet situation. I don't know that everybody necessarily would like a wristlet. So if I do the combo, I think it would be just the purse and the wallet together rather than the wristlet. I may, well, actually, I am going to go back to my local fabric store in a little bit to get some more fabric because some of these I ended up liking a lot more than I initially thought. So I want to have some more on hand and possibly like make some makeup bags with some of these prints, but I will decide later. But for now, I want to go back to my fabric store because I don't want them to sell out. Like I said, they don't typically reorder a print. So I just don't want to take the chance of not having access to some of these prints again because I really love them. But anyways, well, that concludes my video and I appreciate you guys staying along for the ride. I know this video is probably going to be a long one. I didn't film everything in the making, every single step of everything, just because I'm limited on my storage capacity since I film with my phone. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and I hope you give me a like and subscribe and I hope you have a joyful and peaceful day. Thank you.